The Dry Season Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum, Caricof, was recently held in St. Kitts and Nevis at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. Meteorological and climate experts from across the region gathered at the event, which offered key insights into the upcoming dry season and its potential impacts on critical sectors throughout the Caribbean. Cedric van Meerbeck, climatologist at the Climate Institute of Meteorology and Hydrology in Barbados, outlined the purpose and context of the meeting held at the Marriott.
To impact the region in terms of impacts such as on the water sector, on the agriculture sector, on the health sector, for disaster risk management, for energy, and for tourism over the next 3 to 6 months. That's our first goal, and we just presented the outlook before the recording here. The next thing we're going to do is learning to interpret what is the forecast and the impacts of the forecast to start to know how to build contingency planning into our sectors. What measures do we need to take as a result of what we see or what we expect to see in the next few months? The third thing we're doing, and that's every 6 months, we also try to build the region's capacity to produce the climate information, but also to absorb the climate information into our decision making. So in essence, the climate forecast and climate information becomes decision support for the socioeconomic sectors that are most affected by climate.
He further noted that a range of strategies is being implemented to disseminate the forum's findings to stakeholders across the region.
First of all, we disseminate with our meteorological offices throughout the Caribbean, and they can then downscale the information, make it tailored to their country's context. Secondly, we work with the media. It's very important that we also understand as meteorologists and climatologists that we need to speak plain English. So working together with media professionals has been helping us to actually change the tone of our messages to be more valuable to the global, to the general public. Then we also work with our 6 socioeconomic sectors that are mostly impacted by climate. And we do that through a formal arrangement in the Caribbean that has been going on now for 11 years.
The forum was facilitated and hosted in St. Kitts by the St. Christopher Air and Seaports Authority, SCASPA. In an interview with SK Newsline, SCASPA CEO Adiola Moore explained the agency's involvement and support in hosting the event.
SCASPA is here because the Meteorology Department falls under our purview at SCASPA, and it is very important for us to be here to show our support on what we can do and the support we intend to pledge towards that department in mitigating strategies towards climate variability and climate change initiatives.
As the Caribbean enters the dry season, typically marked by reduced rainfall, water shortages, increased drought risk, and impacts on agriculture and public health, Caricof remains a crucial regional mechanism for strengthening early warning systems, improving preparedness, and supporting climate-informed decision-making. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.